All right, so Meld. I've been putting off making a video about Meld because I wanted to see what they were doing with their software. Uh, but yeah, they did a couple of things. One, they've integrated TikTok, kinda, and then and then they went the AI route. So let's talk about Meld. Okay, so with Meld, obviously, the first thing you need to do is install it. There's no need to walk you through that process. Just go to the website in the description below, download it, install it, and then we'll hop into Meld. Once you get Meld installed, this is what you have right here. Kind of looks like OBS a little bit. Um, let's talk about the login aspect of it. As soon as you install it, it's going to ask you to log in or create a Meld account, whatever that case may be. You can do that if you want to use it, or you can just go to OBS where they don't ask you for a login. You can just start up the piece of software and use it. I know from before this update, I could just open up Meld and just use it. Now you have to log in with account. It probably has something to do with the AI stuff, but we'll get into that here in just a second. First off, let's talk about the TikTok thing. If you're like TikTok, there is no native way to get your stream key with Meld yet. I'm assuming that they had some issues with TikTok. I don't know that for sure, but you can get the alerts, you can get your followers, all that stuff from TikTok when you use TikTok on Meld, but you still need to have TikTok Studio open to actually stream. What you would do is you're going to take all of your scenes right here, all of the things that you have in there, and you're going to use a virtual camera right here, and then you're going to send it over to Meld, and or send it over to TikTok Studio, and that's where your video is going to come from. All this will do with TikTok when you log into it right here is bring in your alerts and things like that. And to do that, you'd click this little plus button right here, and this little screen is going to pop up, and you would click on TikTok, and it brings you to this. This login button does not get your stream key or your stream URL. All it does is brings in your alerts and stuff like that. That's all it does. If you want your stream key and your URL, I made a video previously on this, and that way still works. Go give the developer of that some props and stuff like that. He did an awesome job on how to get your stream key. You have to go live first to get your stream key, but yeah, that whole process. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it up top and in the description. Go check that out. It's easy. There's no paid anything like that. It's free, and it's relatively easy to use. So they kind of fumbled it with TikTok a little bit, in my opinion, but there it is. There is TikTok. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the AI aspect of this. Meld has an AI thing that they call Spark. It has three different options. You have a free version, which doesn't give you very many prompts at all. Maybe 20, maybe. When I tested it out, it timed out pretty quickly, and we'll go over that here in just a second. A $20 version, which is a normal version, seems to be the going rate. If you use any other kind of AI, it's going to cost you about $20 a month, and then they have their max plan, which is 60, which is substantially lower than what all the other AI platforms are out there with the max, with like Grok and Anthropic's, Claude and OpenAI and all that other things. Usually it's around $200 for those, but this one is 60. You want to pay for that? Go ahead. If you're on the AI slop camp, or you're on the I want everything to be AI, whatever. It's kind of them integrating this is kind of it's going to split their community a little bit on. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's there. They say they don't collect any data off of it, but it's whatever. So anyway, this little thing up here that says Spark, you can click on it, and it will go through, and you can prompt in here. Now, I prompted some stuff. I just created something the other day that is just a lightning transition that just shows lightning on the screen. And this is what it does. Just lightning on the screen. It makes a sound. I went through it and I had a couple issues with it. One, Meld doesn't do transitions like OBS does. It doesn't really have plugins for transitions and stuff like that, or no real plugin library at all. So again, this is why I would go back to OBS for the usability and just the library of stuff that you can do with OBS. It's a little bit more of a mature software. This is not. So anyway, we're going to talk about what they use on as their AI in the background. And it says it right here. I prompted as like, what AI model is Spark using as its base? And it said Meld Studio's AI assistant is powered by Gemini 1.5 Pro. Now, if you're not in AI or anything like that, or if you've not used it, or you're just getting into it, Gemini is like well past 1.5 Pro. So this is it's probably a more cost-effective way for them to do it is to use Gemini 1.5 Pro. When we're on Gemini, we're at like 3.5 Pro. So this is a couple of iterations back. And it says, in a specific environment, I'm configured for technical broadcast designers specializing in building Spark. So they use their API for Spark and doing things with this software. That's how it's trained. My training allows me to write high-performance JavaScript, CSS, and Canvas code to create 60 FPS broadcast quality overlays. Again, if you're in the camp where you don't want to do the AI thing where you think everything is AI slop, that's fine. I'm kind of in the middle. Unfortunately, for my job and the stuff that I do, I've seen colleagues of mine and people in like the software community just get completely decimated by AI. I've seen whole departments just get canned and fired. Like 1,500 people at once in a software team or a software department just get let go just because of AI. So, and in the realm that I'm in is more of the security aspect of technology and stuff like that. It's coming, but it's coming a little bit slower. So, yeah, take your pick. I'm kind of on the middle. I think it can be used as an effective tool for iteration and speed, but I don't think it should completely take away from the artists and stuff like that that have created overlays and done it on their own through their creative process. So take it as you will, hate it, like it, whatever. So let's go through and just create like a retro style alert, a retro 80s, 90s style alert. So you're going to prompt it. If you've never prompted AI before, you want to give it very, very, very specific instructions so where that it knows exactly what it should do. So we're going to give it some instructions. Create a alert that is in a retro neon green and blue style. This alert should have the following. If you click the following, it's going to ask you this, or you can give it your specifics. So we're going to type our answer. Just giving you a way to prompt and have it prompt you back. Just some active way of working with the AI. Now you can bullet point the different things or the different aspects of the alert that you want, or you can do it this way. You just say follow, and then it'll bring up a following what it wants you to do. What specific fields or events? So we want CRT scan lines and glitch effects. Neon glow borders, and then procedural animation. This is just smoothing and stuff like that. Hit submit, and it's going to do it. It's going to do its thing. Just give it a second. Depending on how long your prompt is, since I'm using the free version, I'm not paying for this because I've already got Claude and Grok, so I'm not gonna pay for this version. It's just CSS, JavaScript, and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff you can do in other ones and just transition over to this, but this one is just built in, and it's built for this API. So, or the piece of software. So you let it do its thing, and then we'll see what it brings up. And you see it's working. And you'll see up in the upper left-hand corner, now we've got retro neon alerts. Now, it gives you this thing right here to preview. You say, raid, and it made this one. We can preview a follow, a sub, and it adds a little sound, and then random. All right? So we've got that part done. And if this isn't to your liking, you can update it, and you can say, hey, I don't like this, so let's add some stuff to change this. Like for me, if I go to preview, a follow, I don't like the blue color. Well, I don't like the glow effect. So let's say change the following. I'm going to say change the aspects of the following alert. Now, here's a little keyboard shortcut for you if you don't know. If you're in a prompt and you want to go down a line, Shift Enter will go down a line. If you just press Enter, it's going to go to that. It's going to push that prompt through. So we're going to say we need bullet points. So I need for a more substantial glow. I need the sound needs to be more glitchy. The alert should have a VCR style look. All right, we're gonna hit enter with that and let it look at it. All right, let's preview it. All right, a little bit better. Again, obviously this isn't perfect or anything, so it gives you some suggestions that you can do, and it tells you what it did. Let's give it one more thing to do. Let's do create a matching VCR style chat overlay box or chat overlay. We'll get this one, and then we'll be done with it with the AI, because it's probably going to tap out here in a bit. Let this finish up, and then we'll be done. While it's finishing, you guys let me know in the comment sections below your thoughts on the whole AI integration into Meld, whether you like it or you don't like it. And would you stick with OBS? I'm sticking with OBS, by the way. But this is what Meld's doing. So again, the TikTok stream key URL and stuff like that for the previous video and showing you how to get your stream key is linked in the description. And yeah, while we wait for this, everything seems to be created. So it created a starting soon screen right here. There it is. A live screen. You can put your camera wherever you want, and then an ending soon. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think in this comment section below, and thanks for watching, tuning in, all that other good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.